Hello. I am so sorry. I scheduled it for, I thought 6:30 p.m. for me, but it was apparently in 5:30. I apologize. Anyways, today will be slightly different. Hopefully you guys are doing good. So other than line work, which I've been doing, we're going to go into a new scene, or a new cut, as they say in the anime industry. Okay, I guess to recap from last time, we were doing the fry pan. We were lining the, whatchamacallit, cooking phase. Now there's a reason why these simple animations, these simple cuts are being done in the whole context of things, but I won't reveal what it is yet until the final animation. But well, if you hear Discord boops, I am sorry. Today I will do some line work for 30 minutes, maybe an hour, and then for another 30 minutes to an hour, we will do a little bit of coloring, just to kind of pizzazz it up a little bit instead of a line work stream every single stream. Hello, Kalo. I am you're the first one here and waiting. Let me get situated. Yes, that is the thumbnail I was working on. Fun fact, these thumbnails are all, well, the drawing ones are all done here in Clip Studio Paint. Usually I do them in DaVinci Resolve, my video editing software, but I figured, well, if I have my drawing stuff here, I might as well just put it there. There are some things I can't do yet, or I don't know how to do yet in Clip Studio Paint for those thumbnails, but hopefully it's eye-catching enough. I know kind of green isn't exactly the most eye-catching, or even maybe the most pleasant, but I hope the dot pixel, the screen tone look is nice, represents the manga. Hello, Varuf. Let me load up the animation real quick. I did finish this off screen. It is looking a lot nicer. Here, let me turn off that. And then let me also turn off the roughs. So let's do it. Let's do it in order. Also, I made a huge mistake. I went grocery shopping today and picked up Ghirardelli truffle caramel walnut brownie mix. I wanted to bake something for my mom and grandma, and so I did. Now, the mistake I made, since you know that I drink Huel, and Huel is mostly just sweet, like cinnamon roll flavor or mint chocolate flavor, well, I decided to eat a little bit of the brownie, and I'm like, I think I'm sugared out. It doesn't have sugar, it has sucralose in the Huel, but the brownie has real sugar, and I'm like, oh, I don't feel so good. So, sugar overload, maybe. Which may not be good for my hand stabilization here, but we'll see. Okay, all the roughs are done. We got a little fire going on. We got little fox sparks going on. And less frame rate. And now we're doing the mining. Okay, now I drew the rough really weird. This is not how people mine, but hopefully that little, like, quirkiness. I don't know how to feel about this movement, but we'll work with it. Okay, so I'm gonna set a 30-minute timer. Or actually, you know what? We'll do it loosely. See, right now it is 6 or 1807. Hello, Dennis. Yes, I will probably crash. Who knows? People don't do squats while mining. That's really putting your whole body into it. Maybe it might produce a lot more power, but geez. Oh, by the way, be careful with using that last word. But I guess if you like that nickname, Blood Dwarf. Honestly, back when I was training for the back when I was training for the military, or to get into it, squats were a thing. I could do lots and lots of squats, but for some reason it wouldn't help me too much with running and jogging. I used to do like 150 squats in a set because I was going for the special forces. That was an interesting time, man. I was really working. Create folder. Let's do this. Lower the opacity. A little vector layer. And change the color. So this one, I don't think I'll deviate too much like I did last time from the rough. Just because last time was a bit too stiff in terms of movement. This one has, you know, movement in the hair, movement in the body, properly thought out, I guess. I just have to do a little bit of fixes. A little triangle mouth, or as they call it in Japan, a chestnut mouth. Does this really look like a chestnut? I don't know. So, as I was saying yesterday when we were playing Overcooked 2 with Lycan and Floor. Floor was, of course, in the Discord call. I mentioned that I might be doing a lot more streaming of video games, different types of games. I hope you guys enjoy Overcooked 2. Thank you for coming out for that. I'm sure lots of memories were made there. Freaking out about cooking. Oh gosh. But I do have some games lined up. I will probably actually stream every day, to be honest, and then edit down some videos, or edit down the stream so that they're like all the quiet parts are out. But who knows? We're gonna play around with the formula a little bit. Thank you for your patience. Could you also do 100 push-ups and run 10 kilometers a day? I did do 100 push-ups in a set. And then 50 pull-ups in a set. I did 3 sets, or until like my body was just like, nah. 10 kilometers, I would say, yeah, like 10, like between 5 and 10 miles a day. I spent 2 hours on the treadmill and then hopefully go out for an actual run, because treadmill running is different from real running. But yeah, no. Can you guess which I guess military branch special forces test I was taking? It's American, by the way. If I do remember correctly, I think Yvonne, you were also in the military. Fun to watch. 100 push-ups are fun sometimes. Yeah, sometimes you really just want to get that energy out and just do it, you know? Sometimes I do it. Maybe not 100, because being in grandma's house, pretty stationary, is not exactly the best. All of a sudden doing it, but I do it every now and then. Marines. No, it was not the Marines. We have, I guess, to list it out, you've got the Army, the Air Force, the Marines, the Navy, the Coast Guard. I know now they have the Space Force, but back then I don't think that was a thing. Was a maintainer in the Air Force. Cool. I will give you 1 minute, or at least when I do the rest of these pants. Honestly, if all of you just name a branch of military, probably one of you will get it. Maybe. Yeah, I don't carry myself like a military man. My demeanor is definitely different. I did have a lot of good memories though, training with them. You received something in the mail about joining the Marines? Really? Oh, I don't think I've ever gotten mail like that. Thinking about joining? Well, the answer for me was I was actually joining the test itself was for the Air Force, Special Forces, specifically TAC-P, but the actual test name, I forgot what it was. It's a little different from the Army's test, but I was training using those standards. TAC-P are the people who call in airstrikes. Yeah, I'm not trying not to make this too much of a military thing, but they're embedded with other special forces like the Marines, the Green Berets. And they contact and make sure communication is properly relayed between the team on the ground and the support. Sounds like you better know your maps. Yeah. Well, otherwise, you know what, probably the most, the closest to, I guess, military and anime slash manga that I can think of, like across, is, well, not exactly Metal Gear Solid 1, but it did have that vibe. It's got that definite Japanese culture vibe with it, which makes it very interesting, in my opinion. Not because I'm a huge weeb, but because it's like different from something like Call of Duty. And then of course there's manga and anime like, what was that? Tanya of the Evil, I think is the English name, or Yojo Senki in Japanese. Oops. Yeah, that's actually, yeah, there you go. Oh, that's what I did wrong. Insert this into a folder. So if you notice these folders that I'm doing, animation, you'll notice that they're named 1A, 2, 3, 4, 5. Those are the frame numbers down here. I don't know if you can see it. But if they are kind of consecutive, like without being put in a folder, it'll think it's a different frame or a frame that doesn't match anywhere, so it's not assigned. That's why I need to put in folders for like color backgrounds or whatnot. There it is. Gotta change that to 1. Naming will be very confusing when you, I know it's really hard to see, but for like 1, 2, 3, 4. Yeah, Yojo Senki really surprised me, even if it is a little bit weird to see like almost Axis powers like when you're on that side, but it's very interesting. I was reading the light novel. Very interesting. It's the main character is very anti-protagonist. What's the word when it's not a protagonist? Not an anti-protagonist. Anti-hero. There. Just gonna redraw the rocks a little bit. Made it a little bit scragglier, maybe. Not really necessary, but you get the idea. Even frame for herder. What are you hurting? People that come by in school sometimes, a huge bar, lift herself up. Save it for the time is right. Oh. I do know that a lot of recruiters do come by schools. And in my high school, they also did that too, but I wasn't really interested in it at the time. I was more interested in like running my I was co-president of Manga, Anime, and Asian Drama Club. I was definitely more of the manga and anime part, but the original like upperclassmen, my senpai, were, you know, into Asian dramas as well. This is around the time when I think it was just barely starting to get more coverage in America. But anyways, however, As co-president, you know, I had half of what to say, but there was a group of others who ended up trying to make the club into like a K-pop dance club when we already have a dance team for the school. Now, it's fine and all, but what ended up happening was I left because I just didn't want to do it anymore. I stepped down as co-president, and then my the people who were there for anime and manga actually also ended up leaving after I left. So the only people left over were the ones who were interested in dancing, which was, you know, a small group. And I feel like I failed senpai, but it is what it is. Should probably fix that. Yeah. Heard not saying that. Why have you been framed, Sir Lycan? Make a new folder, lower opacity. There we go. By the way, do you guys find this motivating to do your own like productivity thing stuff too? Technically, I am working, not just YouTube, but working on what will be on YouTube. Guess I don't know. The stream needs background music. Oh, I got on so fast because I was so embarrassed. Let's see, what do we got? The Wii Shop music. Thank you for pointing that out. Let's see. So, Floor has shown me a while back, actually. There's a group who makes like copyright-free content for streaming. So let's take a look at that. Let's see, what is everyone feeling? Should we go with the tried and true lo-fi? Train wreck of Electro Swing? Let's see if we even have Electro. We've got Lo-Fi, Synthwave, Stream Beats Originals, a Holiday, Chiptune, Hi-Fi, EDM, 100 Thieves, Hype, Hip-Hop, Ambient, Senpai Artists. Oh, it's a real song. Well, we'll try some EDM. How about that? With the folder called Sus. Alright. This could be good or bad. We'll see. That is loud, I am sorry. That is definitely not meant for this stream, you know what? Ay. Well, we'll just do lo-fi. Just Cyril? Ah. Also, I noticed that the chat box was a little bit harder to see, but oh yeah, thank you for coming by, Varuf. Always a pleasure. Hope you have a good day. Why is it so loud? There. That's good enough. Anyways, where was I? We'll do a curve here. Technically it should be thicker, but because it's closer to the camera or the viewer. Fix that later. For now, getting things down on paper is the most important part. Also, I should also technically add shadow and highlight parts listed usually in red or blue. Because I think cell shading, which is like, you know, shading that part of the jacket with one color or a darker color. Will probably be a little bit harder going through the frame, so I don't think onion skin would do well there, but we'll see. I am doing trial run of how this goes. I'm learning a lot in this animation. Also, my music is not working, so I'm just going to default to my Sorry about that, guys. I will do something about my playlists. That's what I was going to do before the stream, but then I was like, oh my gosh, it's 1 hour late. I'm only playing the music for myself. Wow. Wonderful streaming streamer here. Thank you for the tech issues, Lycan. I'm sorry. In terms of other games that we can play, there's no use in surprising you guys with what will come. I'll also try to make a schedule, seeing as how Grandma's doing a little better, so I won't disappear as much as I did before. Some of the games we've got are Snacko. Snacko is a very cute game that kind of reminds me of Harvest Moon or Stardew Valley, but it has very cute 3D and 2D blended graphics. You play as a cat, and the townsfolk need your help rebuilding it, I think. So maybe part Harvest Moon, part Animal Crossing. It's really cute. Also, the music is done and composed by the person themselves, Camellia, which is known for a lot of Beat Saber music, very fast, more difficult ones. Now, you might be thinking, wait, don't they usually only do hardcore or EDM? Well, that music, oh my gosh, it's so nice. It's part of the reason why I also got it. Not only because was it wholesome, but because and cute, but like the music kind of sold me as well. So I hope to show you guys that. Now, I know that it's because it's made by Camellia, I probably won't be paid or compensated because it's a copyrighted song, but I really want to enjoy the game with you guys, with the music and all. So if you see ads on that, it's not going to go towards me, it's going to go towards the people in charge. Grandma got that new cybernetic hip with Bluetooth. Honestly, the stuff that she gets quote unquote free, that my mom brings home, is got a giant Bluetooth speaker sitting in the room. I'm like, what are you gonna use that for? Aww. Yeah, it's well, if she has a cybernetic hip in the first place, I don't think she would fall, unless she's still getting used to it. Yeah, let's see, what other games do we got? Lycan, do you think you're totally cool with me spoiling what games we would thinking of playing? Sure, okay. We've got... Actually, wait, I forgot what the names of the things were. So one thing that I've held off on, one I haven't, like, it's a single player game. It's called Coffee Talk. It's more of a visual novel slash barista slash interesting story-based game. I might stream that. It's got nice vibes. You do make coffee, not just like, oh, you made espresso and then press next. No, you actually have to make the coffee. It's also got futuristic vibes as well as demi-humans or non-humans. So you got your demon, I guess, your bunnies, I think, at least from what I've remembered. Oh, how convenient Lycan sends me more messages. We've got Lycan bought me Don't Feed the Monkeys a while ago. I also have Unboxing Infinite Craft, A Little to the Left, and A Short Hike. Now those are some of the games that we have planned. There are also what's it called? Maybe Tribes of Midgard. I have Zone of the Enders, the second runner, but it's going to be in VR, which is going to be interesting. It's an old game, but a really fun game nonetheless. Ship of Fools, which is going to be a multiplayer game. It almost has like that Don't Starve Together vibe, but you're on a ship and you're working together cooperatively to shoot the stuff that's coming at you in the waters and jumping onto your ship. And you can also smack each other with oars and paddles, so you know, we'll see how that goes. Yeah, Flora and Lycan have been supporting me with recommendations of new things to do. And boy, am I overwhelmed with so many different options we can do. It's not bad, it's just like, oh my gosh, there's so many things. It's like my anime and manga list. We got more Overcooked 2, of course. I have Outer Wilds. Oh, another co-op game we have, Nobody Saves the World, another 2D game. I believe, if I remember correctly, it is a game about like you keep changing in a way. You also have a time limit, maybe? So you might be this knight in armor once, and then next thing you know, you're a fish, but you're playing together. I don't know, I think that's how it goes. And we are actually 38 minutes in. I'll go for another 30 minutes lining, and then we'll go for the hour of coloring. We'll color from the beginning. So like the first frame from chopping the tree 2 streams ago, or 2 drawing streams ago. Okay, hide that. Hide that. So the angle is absolutely terrible. Like you can see a lot of me, but I could totally do this perspective wise, like as if the camera was kind of towards my leg looking up at my face. To make it more dynamic. However, there's a reason why I did this way. You'll see. A little Depresso from Power World will be here. So that looks more like a Ghastly. Hold on, let's see if I can draw a Ghastly from memory. Oh my gosh. I apologize to all the Pokemon fans. But yeah. Oh, I started a new anime earlier. I tend to shy away, like, although I like although I like slice of life, like in general, I do tend to shy away from the high schoolish ones, or even like the lower grade ones. Like, there are a lot of school rom-coms, which are, you know, growing up was very fun, but it feels weird watching it as an adult. However, the jokes and the content of the anime, this new one that I'm watching that I just started today, it's really fun. It's something, what was it called? The Girl I Like Forgot Her Glasses, or something like that. I think it's pretty new. But oh my gosh, the animation, it's a new animation studio I've never seen before. Usually I see stuff like White Fox is the animation studio, and the some others. Now, I do know that the anime industry, in terms of quality, has been kind of going down, and it's getting basic and basic. Take example, there was a meme going around a while ago about Pokemon, comparing it from the very first Pokemon episode to one of the later generations of Pokemon. They've changed, or they simplified a lot of it. Now, as you know, the landscape of anime, the reason why it's decreasing is because people are the here, let me read out that thing. Actually, I made a note. Okay. So, anime studios are technically given money by a kind of higher up source to work with their budget. Hi, I am sorry, but like, I don't know, it's fascinating to me, animation. Welcome AI Firefox and Grizz. Long time no see. What is Lycan sending to me? The first thing I see is One Night Stand. Alright, thanks Lycan. No, he's showing me Infinite Craft, which is a game. Anyways, so there's low pay for especially in-between artists, or manga artists. They draw the, so they're keyframe artists, which draw the most important parts, the most important poses. They make a lot of money. They make pretty good money. And then you've got the in-between artists, which are, you know, the painstaking drawing each and every frame between those keyframes. Now, there's a huge income disparity. I believe if you start off, you only get, what, 200 or 300 equivalent dollars, US dollars a month. At least it was that way. not only that, but there are a lot of terrible working conditions, as in they sometimes just sleep at their desk if they're working at a studio, or if they're not working in a shared home with other manga artists or animators. They've got a lot of hardships going on. Oh, and a lot of turnover, a lot of inadequate training for the newer animators. And it's kind of making suffer quality wise. Now, there's a Japanese channel, YouTube channel, that I've been kind of watching with English subtitles because I don't understand all. I have like a basic understanding conversational wise for Japanese. But she is part of a project that is aiming to alleviate all of those issues, creating a new animation studio. And I think that's really cool. There was a fund that helps out animators, but I don't think it's enough. I don't think they also don't think it's enough. So they're partnering up. They're making things happen. Lycan, why did you send me Infinite Craft with a diamond of 4 grandmas? What is going on? Hey, hope you've been well too. Ah, Grizz. So, in English, what I'm doing now is basically cleaning up, or as they call it, tightening up. Also called a tie down, I think, in the Japanese industry. And it's just, yeah, it's just where you're cleaning up the drawing. Now, because I don't have enough real time or motivation to make it perfect, this is going to be the final. So even though I am tying down, making it a little bit cleaner, it's technically supposed to also have another final sketch over. But again, I have limited resources, limited time, so this will be the final. And again, it doesn't have to be perfect, especially for a smaller channel like me, which doesn't have enough coverage. So we'll see. Who knows, maybe I might make it into a other than a short animation video, an actual YouTube short. Maybe that'll help with discovery. Oops, sorry. Yeah, random facts. Random art-related facts. I am streaming, Lycan. He's messaging me in Discord. Also, if you've noticed, It's very basic in terms of the way it looks because of how far out the camera is. The farther something away is from the camera, the less details there should be. Now I know that the main focus is on, well, me and soon to be Depresso over here. But yeah, so the background will also be even more basic. But I have I don't know whether or not to do like what I did with the background here, which is make it into manga screen tone like, because it's not going to be moving much. And also the shading, the coloring, who knows? Well, that's an idea. So far you're doing good, Nita. Thank you, AI Firefox. I know, Lycan has been waiting for this animation for a long time now. One, two, three, four. Lower the opacity, make it easier to see. By the way, when I first started out drawing, again, I used to be like all about traditional drawing, so that's pencil, paper. Specifically pencil and paper. I actually really didn't like using pen. I did have some some paper and actual manga ink jar and dip pen, G pen specifically. That was fun. However, I was just dabbling with it, playing around with it. I never got serious with it. I was going somewhere with that. Oh well. But no, I was very much traditional art fanatic. I think it's also partly due to not being able to have the ability to draw digitally. I did have a graphics tablet, but it was... I looked on the reviews years later, like a decade later, on that specific model. It was probably the worst tablet I could have had, which is why it never looked right. I also had an underpowered PC or computer. You know, high schooler. I did have a sketchbook, and I would love to share those pictures with you guys. But I think I threw that sketchbook away, so it's all gone. My very, very first sketch, however, the very first page was Aura, from what was it called? The Hack Infection, like the OG PS2 game. It was just a sketch of the box art, but I was very proud of it. Oh, remember when I talked earlier about Manga, Anime, and Asian Drama Club? Well, the school facilitator, or the club facilitator, which is typically, you know, you're a teacher somewhere. She was also my Japanese language teacher. She was so cool. Like all of us absolutely adored her, loved being in her class and learned a lot. She must have been like, oh, there's so many weebs, but no, she was so cool. She was so cool, in fact, that when I was taking her art class, like, it happened to run during manga, anime, and Asian drama class, or club. And because she's a facilitator of both, and kind of saw how I was doing in art class, she kind of let me run. she let me run the club while her class was going on. I kind of feel bad now thinking about it. I miss that. Love .hack, yes. .hack. Lycan, you played .hack GU, right? I think that game kind of came out after, but it was such a nice twist and update from the original games for PS2. They .hack GU, all 3 volumes, plus some extras, was actually available on Steam for sale, I think yesterday. So guess who got it because he never got to finish .hack GU? Me. So we might actually see those games sooner or later. How are we doing? Coming up the hour, so I'll finish the rest of these pants and then we will start coloring. Now, again, as I've stated before many times, coloring is one of my least favorite things to do. Depending on how, actually, I could experiment, but maybe I might experiment with a different type of animation someday, where, like, black and white, monochromatic, and pure manga style, I don't think does super well with video. I think I've seen some people make it work. Like, color is definitely more interesting to most people, right? Especially these days with those who grew up with, like, webtoons. However, webtoons is definitely a different style. It's based off of the manhwa, which is the Korean version of manga. And they have a certain flow, especially for vertical scrolling. So my experiment will be with just black and white animation with manga screen tone. It might be colored manga screen tone, or it might just be black and white, who knows. All right, so frame 3. Actually, technically that's 4. Here, let me rename it. One of the cool things about Clip Studio is that you can rename the frames just by doing one click. Let's see, edit track, rename in timeline order. There you go. So instead of 1A, it turned into 2. Yeah. Why do I feel bad? Oh, did the stream buffer too much? Oh. Let me see something. Okay, I can only assume that you were talking about, I felt bad when, when I went to go run off to help out manga club. Okay, so we will go all the way back to the first frame. Maybe chopping trees. I think I might need to clear up the rough. Now there is a tree. And this is going to be interesting. Okay, so very, very tiny in the bottom right of the screen, there will be a, well, I'm covering it, but right where my nose is, sort of, it's not in a folder, it's in a layer by itself. It's not in an animation folder. So it's like a background of sorts. Now I know that there is... There's this part right here around the tree where it's just showing through a transparent axe. That's fine, I realized. Because what'll happen is I'm going to paint in the axe, and the axe is going to be above that layer for the tree. So you won't see that. Here, I'll show you what I mean. If we just disable the tree for a sec, go with a simple gray. Let's close that. Change it to the bucket tool and cry. There. So that's filled in. And now you don't see the tree anymore right there. I'm gonna go fill in this stuff. I love the paint bucket so much, but I think I rely on it too much. There's another tool called enclose and fill, but I never got it to work properly. Basically what you do is you kind of, oh gosh, you encircle something and it fills in the part inside that's closed off, but it doesn't seem to be working properly. Then we'll go to our handy dandy reference sheet up in the top right, which is covered by comments. A little bit. You can kind of see me. And I will use the little color palette I made here. Let's go with the gray for my jacket. Actually, we'll use a different type of technique. What we're going to do is basically select all the space around the body Oh boy. This is what happens when I don't close my lines. So the idea is to get all the white space around and then invert it so that I color in basically everything here. Let me just do this and fill up everything. Now it's gonna, because it wasn't properly done. Okay, so my body, most of the stuff is covered in gray. I'll switch over to the eraser and erase some of the parts that weren't supposed to be there. And then we will also color in the stuff. Seems messy, but there's a method to my madness. I will show in a moment. Okay. Other layers and just paint that in. There we go. Alright, so almost everything is covered up in gray. And here's the magic of layers. So, create a new layer. Create a new layer and then clip it so that it'll have a red bar. Let's see if you can see it. Very hard to see, but in the right corner where my snoot is, I have clipped it so that it's clipped to the layer underneath. Anyways. What this does is if I take, let's just say the color orange, and then draw in the white space, because nothing is selected, nothing will happen. But if I go towards where it was colored in on the base layer, boom. You don't have to worry about staying within the lines. You can just color as freely as you want, and it'll stay wherever it was filled in earlier. Oh, that's not the right color. Let's see. Do the orange. Sometimes, when you fill in the same color as the line, it will cause that, like, tear. Let's see what else is orange. Right. That. Or paint bucket Bucket that. Oh, anything else that was supposed to be orange? Oh, yes, that. Cool. Okay, and then my eyes will be. It turned from purple to this pink for some reason. If you remember my old designs, they used to be like this dark purple, but I think what I wanted was the eyes to glow a little bit. So the brighter pink kind of paired better. Who knows, I might go through another change. Imagine having rainbow eyes. Gay eyes. Okay, so the hair. Okay over here because I'm not going to make the camera jiggle up and down. It's going to jiggle left and right. So the ear here probably won't be seen as much. Yes, the eternal journey of character creation. That's correct, Ibon. I do know if you remember Toto, she drew like doodles with me a while ago. She is very good at creating characters. Like she can pump out so many different characters. I wish I had that type of imagination. But, you know, that does well for if she decides to do commissions, which you know, character creation for people who don't have characters, that will be a very good benefit and skill to have. But okay. Let's try. Boom. So there's the shirt on there. And we'll also color in pure white. Oh, thank you for the hearts. Pride eyes, yes. Oh, right. Again, about the stream schedule. So what I'm thinking is, on behest of Lycan's recommendation, I could probably do like streaming on one channel and then make a new channel for editing down those streams heavily. So like instead of a 3-hour stream, it's going to be like a 30-minute video. Aside from that, the schedule, I'm considering making it like, as long as I have this animation project, it'll probably be every other day, and then gaming between those days. There will be some exceptions, but I will try to push out a schedule. Let's see, that was white space. Right. Here. Just like this, so I don't accidentally erase something outside. And boom. Alright, it looks like I colored in white, but that's actually transparent. Now again, I'm kind of doing this is the first time I'm coloring an animation. Or, no, actually this is the second time. I've done an animation before. You can probably see it on my Instagram a long time ago. From a certain character that kind of looks like mine. That was a character that was not supposed to be me. It's not supposed to, I became my character. His name was Yuki. Where else was it supposed to be my right? Actually, let's do a little test. Because of the colors of here, what happens if I turn on onion skin? Oh, that's kinda, yeah, it's not doable. Okay, I understand now why the anime industry does this thing. I'll do it temporarily. So they take either red or something, and then they highlight, like if there was light on my shoulder, do something like that, and then kind of do that. That way, the highlight will stay there. Like if my shoulder moves in the next frame, which it does, that highlight will move along with it. And it's going to be a little bit easier to see than pure fill-ins. Oh boy, I have my work cut out for me now, so I didn't do it right. That's okay. Maybe I won't shade it. Maybe it'll just be flat colored. That's a style. But we are learning together. Basically, mistakes 101, what not to do with animation. Okay, so the white fills in. Cool. My mouth. Sounds like a plan. Just let us know when you stream. Hmm? Oh, are you caught up with this, the live stream? Try, so on the stream itself there is a little thing that says live. If it doesn't have a red dot next to it, it means that it's kind of lagging behind. If you click it, it should catch up again to near real time. Okay. Let us color in the eyebrows. And part of the face. Oh wait, no, that's the cheek. That's different. I was about to color it the same way, where the top of the cheek fluff is bluish, the secondary color. But I realized this is the cheek fluff, so... or the forward cheek fluff. It's a different fluff. I get confused sometimes. Drawing furry art is interesting. Oh, that's what I should have done. Because that eye is actually covered with blue, the hair, I'm gonna color it in with blue as well. And we're good. Mix that up a little bit. Yeah, we'll put that in there. Hands. Yeah. By the way, my grandma really loved that brownie I made earlier. She was like, "Oh, can I have more? Did you make it?" And then she like looked at me when she heard that I didn't just buy it from the store. I actually baked it. I mean, it's pre-made mix, but you know, it's probably the best, better than just buying it at the grocery store bakery. Let's see. I'm gonna have to create a new raster layer, clipped, and it's gonna be a darker, cuter blue. A little bit of the gray showing. Oh, there. Okay. If you tap the paint bucket a few times, it'll kind of fill out more. So that's part of the tail. And boom, looks more like a tail now. Oops. Cool, it's coming out slowly but surely. I know that in Power World you start off with a like stone one, which is pretty close to gray, but it kind of blends in with the rest of my outfit. So what we'll do instead is do a little bit lighter gray and then make it more metallic. So technically it's going to be more like an iron axe, or iron axe, my bad. I don't remember the axe handle looks like. I think it's just pure like dark wood. Nothing a quick search could do. Power World. Axe. Yeah, it's a dark wood, not a light wood. Okay. Now, where am I gonna get the color for dark wood? I guess it's close to like an orange reddish, but a darker tone. Yeah, that works. By the way, in an axe, did you know that the like old type of axes, the wooden handle goes all the way up, and then the axe head kind of covers it around, and this little like slit is actually a piece stuck into the wood so that it kind of expands a bit so the axe head doesn't fall off. But you know, it still can fall off. Boom. It's a weird looking axe. That's an axe nonetheless. Right. Color in the ear, the inside. What games have you guys been playing lately? Oh yeah, I haven't really finished my list of games, huh? Okay. Another old game that I haven't played yet is Icy. I-C-E-Y. I also have Horizon Zero Dawn, which I haven't finished. But like a masochist, I have played on the hardest difficulty, or second hardest. We got Ember Knights, which is I think a 4-player game, beat 'em up. We also have some Deep Rock Galactic, which I need to edit down, and then Celeste. Celeste is a fun 2D platformer, but I don't know. We'll see what's next. Yeah, what games have you guys been playing or have been interested in lately? Ew. Well, that's a bummer. Okay, guess I'll have to do this the slightly harder way. Because I don't know how to close my lines. The long drive. A long drive. That's not. Oh no, that's Road 96 or something. I don't know why it's giving me the long dark, or just the name. The long drive sounds like. What is it? By the way, I used to play The Long Dark a long time ago. I know it's not the same game. It was so fun when Fluffy, what the community endearingly called a certain wolf that attacks you in the dark, because it gave so many people scares. But that was a really fun game. It was very survival in the Canadian wilderness after a geomagnetic disaster. A reversal. Endurance survival driving game after apocalypse. All the physics and stuff is so jank. Oh, that's great. That sounds fun. Like all the fun little bits are definitely when physics or the game engine just decides to glitch out. Which honestly I think is why Vanoss, Terrorizer, Wildcat, one, they got really popular because of all the weird stuff that would happen in Grand Theft Auto 5 or just any game. But you know, they're also popular because of other reasons. But glitch gaming is fun. It's just when you can't really find glitches. Spontaneous stuff. Gosh, I remember that glitch where all the tow trucks would tow each other and then they would fly into a tornado. That was a funny episode. Or when they played Gmod with Dragon Ball. Characters, the very first one. Oh no, you have too much power with those vehicles. That's great. Okay, this is what we're gonna do. With one color, like what I've seen colorists do for anime is they stick to one color and then they go through each frame and color everything in that color. For now, I'm just gonna do the base layer of coloring in the character itself. That is not how I wanted it. Of course, I gotta turn off the roof, and bam, there you go. paint bucket, speed paint bucket. You can literally just hold and drag to paint everything. Very convenient. Oh. Until something like that happens. Oh, you like that door? Whoops. Oh no. I did notice that you have been playing more Vintage Story as well. Or at least you mentioned it. Floor was very happy to hear that other people are playing. Like, he wants the game to succeed. He's also planning to develop, which I won't disclose of what the contents are. But he's planning to develop some fun stuff, some fun mods in the future. He's definitely a very good analytical person who has a lot of aspirations, and I admire that, yeah. I don't know, I meet some really interesting people. You would never know until you get to know them what they can do. Yoing. That's frame 3, frame 4. Oh. All starting and you're not prepared. All in the game or in real life? It's starting, for us it's becoming spring, so I think I know kind of the area. ETA allowed mods now. Oh yeah. Oh, the mods. In game, we just got getting a farm rolling. Oh, okay. I was gonna say, our friends in Australia, New Zealand are experiencing fall. The beginning of fall. It's fun to see. Oh, by the way, in Vintage Story, last time I have joined, we are going into spring now. So it's kind of matching up. Oh, speaking of GTA 5, I know going back a little bit, I did not play online very much. I've only played the story, and that was it. Like, I just stopped. I know the community is really nice, but oh my gosh, what's happening to my hand? There you go. The first spring, have y'all made it through winter? We have indeed made it through winter. Actually, what happened was a lot of us stopped playing for a while, except for Lottie and Floor. Mostly Lottie. And she made it through winter. I haven't shown it yet in the video, but I basically have made so much food that it would absolutely satiate one person. So that helped out, I think, with it. Plus the plus, you know, they're veterans at the game. But yeah, for the longest time, I was playing with just, like, all my clothes were 0%. So the moment I stepped into the game when it started winter, I jump on occasionally. Not as much as before, but yeah. Number 2, we will do white. That should be simple enough. Let's you skip it. Yeah, I mean, I wanted to play through the winter, actually, for Vintage Story, but I had so much stuff going on. I also had a funky sleep schedule, like usual. What is a sleep schedule? Nowadays, though, it's been more stable, which is great. Grandma has been waking up closer to the mornings now. Before, she would just wake up whenever. And that's why my sleep schedule was funky. well, aside from being with people from all over the world on the internets back then. Water break. Yeah, the sound design for Vintage Story is so nice. Trying to keep up with people not in your time zone. Yeah, or hours off. It's not super bad when, like, if you're in America, the US, you got your Pacific Standard Time and your Eastern Standard Time, 3 hours apart. But yeah, someone's sleep schedule is going to be messed up if they hang out with everyone around the world. That was me. Oh, right. There's a bit of white on the shoulder. Go. Ba-ba. Next frame. I forgot that song was not looped, or it's a loop song, but it's so short. I like it though because it sounds like the whatchamacallit, like a tutorial sound, I guess. Oh wow, I did not align this properly. Nothing a quick fix can't do. Oh no. Oh darn it. Okay, well, that's messed up a bit, but I did it on the wrong layer. Be fine. Water, agua, van, l'aqua. The aqua. There was a while when I was learning Italian. So, funnily, there used to be this cafe I used to go to, and I knew the owner after going there for so many times. There was this one time she offered me a job and I declined, but I think I told that story already. She was also from the UK and she knows Italian. So that paired in with when Battlefield 1 came out, where there was the Italian, I guess, shock trooper with the giant armor and stuff, and basically handheld predated minigun. Made me want to learn Italian. I don't know. I'm kind of weird. And the one word I remember is l'acqua, which is basically just water. I should really brush up on my ASL. But the reason why I haven't is because like no one really knew it. Except for Ginny. Gotta get the wet. Oh gosh. Another game I could play is Yumemiru Kusuri. It's gonna be a more mature type of visual novel, as in it's got some triggering points as well. Maybe not, maybe not, then I might cut those out. I don't know. But it was one of my very first visual novels. I played a demo of it, and I never got to play the actual game, but I do have the actual game. It's sitting on my computer. You're downloading Battlefield 3. Which one was Battlefield 3 again? I played the reboot one. I played Bad Company 2. Battlefield 4. Oh, Battlefield 3. Okay, I remember. I remember one time being a medic with the machine gun, sitting down in brush. And yes, it was a little bit of camping, but it was more like I couldn't really move anyways. So those were fun days. I did have a little bit of multiplayer back then. Oh, right. Some of you have mentioned in Discord that the ads don't work, even with ad blocker off. Do you mind if I test it out again? Alright, I'm gonna test it out. I'm gonna add ads, and if you did get an ad, let me know. If you didn't, try just YouTube being, whatchamacallit. Oh no, wrong layer. Okay, we're making pretty good progress. We're almost 2 hours in. I appreciate you guys sticking in. Not quite ending it yet. I do want to finish at least the coloring. Well, this might be a longer drawing stream than before. It really has been 2 hours. When you play games or work on something, especially working on something you really like, time flies by really fast, which is unfair because when you do something you don't like, it goes really slow. It's like, oh. Well, I'm glad you guys are enjoying hanging out. Oops. Yeah, did you guys get the ad? Is it working or is YouTube being funky again? I can manually put them in, but I don't do that unless it's like the very, very end of the stream where I'm like, thank you for supporting me. Those ads, but that's from a refreshing page, so I don't know if it was trigger. You don't know. Oh, okay. Streaming ads are weird. Okay. Thank you for testing it out with me. Okay, I have already ran into a problem with the animation, or at least the animation process is the white parts don't, or some of the colors don't match up with where it goes. But we're not trying to be super perfect, so it'll work for now. Oops. Oh yeah, before streaming this, before streaming the art, like, live stream animation thing, I was considering just putting it in a video, or recording a video and then releasing it. But I don't know how art or more like, I don't know how yet to articulate myself while I'm drawing by myself. Because I end up getting super duper focused. So much hyper focus. I end up not saying anything. I'm like, oh. Well then, I guess I have to do a voiceover or something. Doesn't quite feel the same as a live stream though when I'm talking directly to you guys, so I appreciate the feedback and the random stuff you guys do. white is done. We'll do another simple, just the black parts, the shirt. Actually, this won't be just as simple because there are some parts where I want to add black. Kind of give it a little bit more. There you go. Like the shadows of where things fall and whatnot. That chest floof. Looks good, thank you. So far, I'm pretty happy with it. This isn't pure black, but it works enough. Coloring is harder than I imagined. I'll see one of the in the future, if I ever do get pretty big as a animator or manga artist, I'm hoping to have someone color for me. But I do need to learn this skill because even without, like, if it was just pure black and white manga, I'd have to learn how to shade and whatnot. There, that looks a little bit better. Ten-year goal for famous data, redo some of the early animations. Yeah, it's like those 10 years ago, what was my art like type of thing. Gosh, 10 years from now, I'm pretty sure art as a whole will kind of change. I feel like I'm going backwards, like I said before, going from 3D and VR chat to 2D art, monochrome manga to be to even put the cherry on top. Yeah, let's do the orange bits. Wait. Oh, what am I doing? That's actually white, not orange. Only the straps are orange. There you go. Did I make a fox noise? Sometimes I make noises without knowing. Yeah, so that's fine. It's fine as well. Orange. Oh. Man, I am missing a lot of stuff. I'll listen for now. I'm flipping between the frames with a hotkey so I can see where it kind of goes. I didn't take a look at the chat in time, I'm sorry. The line, just fix that up real quick. Boom. Might take a little longer than I expected, but we did get quite a bit of line work for the other one and some coloring done, which is completely different from what we've been doing. Hopefully that changed things up a bit. A bit of white to the belt. Maybe I should just simplify it, just orange. Oh wait, the middle is orange. Yeah, I think my character is a little too much for animation, but I will do it. I will prevail. does it feel kind of off? Isn't that how it always goes? This will be quick 3 hours later. Hey, yeah. That's why, like, I'm like, oh yeah, I'll finish the video in like 2 hours, or I'm almost done. I'm halfway done, and it still takes about like another hour or two. By the way, I did mention that the speed editor that you guys got me a long time ago has been very, very useful throughout all of my editing ever since I've gotten it, so do not worry, it has been used very well, so thank you again. It has helped. And since I'll get back into video editing but a slightly different way, it'll come in handy again, unless I do it where I edit it directly on YouTube, but editing directly on YouTube only really just cuts things and it doesn't really add anything. Yeah, I'm in the zone. Typically they say, and to avoid burnout with art, especially art, is to set yourself a time limit or take lots and lots of breaks. But for me, the issue isn't necessarily trying to get through it, because I like doing things all at once. But when I'm in the zone, I tend to go long. We're missing an orange part here. That's orange. I guess being a little too rough was rough. With the sketches. Align it. Interesting music we got here. Orange part looks fine. White parts look fine. Now I gotta do the rest of the body. Okay. Sure, it's easy. It's funny doing these frame by frame. Nope, brain died. Sorry. To go to bed. Okay, thank you for coming by. I know we are going a little bit later than usual, but I appreciate you. AI Firefox, have a great night. I'm just going to be a busy bee for a little while longer. We're almost done coloring the first cut. Color the hair next. Well, if anything, hopefully this stream helps you guys sleep. I'm great at making people sleepy. It's the music with the ASMR voice. Grown tube? Was that just me? Hi, Vove. I mean, other than just random talking and stuff about the anime industry, some gaming, I've been kind of just chilling. I've been in full work mode, completely just focused. Nice to see you progress, thank you. Trying my best to do it quickly and accurately. So far it's looking okay, for the most part. Seeing the chat ASMR scares you a little bit. I mean, if my normal voice scares you, I'm sorry. We were talking about my voice. I honestly don't think I have such an ASMR voice, but you know, you won't know unless you're another person. Actually, this will be an easy one. Boom, 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 boom. I want you in my room to spend the night together. Something forever. Boom, 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 boom. I want you in my room. We don't know the rest of the lyrics. Together in my room. talking about? Got an ASMR. I mean, I did make an ASMR book reading of Winnie the Pooh, like the original. I have not done the rest of the book, which I should. Once again, sorry for the delay. Yeah, not much talking from me at this point. It's more just super uber focus. I was planning to end the stream though at the end of this coloring phase, at least just for the character itself. I haven't even done the background or the extra characters. The extra characters are kind of like that Fox Sparks we saw here. But those are simple 1-2 animations, so they only like jiggle a little bit. Currently coloring the other tone of my fur. We're like ASMR, so I sent something to gold. Tickled and habit and instincts. Well, for some people, ASMR apparently does this thing where, like, on the spine, they explained it as stars shooting through the spine, or like flowing through the spine, but that was only like for them specifically. I thought it was interesting. Sometimes I get that feeling too. Or maybe that's the tickle. Oh my gosh, the belly. I forgot the belly. It doesn't show in the first frame, that's why. Oh. Now we can move on to this. I would add a belly button, but it's a little too much. Oh, the same sensation? Imagine doing this, imagine coloring traditionally, where you would have to use the papers and flip them up and down constantly instead of pressing a button. It would be great if I had a microphone actually that was close to my drawing tablet, so that all you hear is just the sound of the thing rubbing. I know that some people don't like the sound of pencils on paper, but to me that is a sound I like. I don't know, what do you guys think of the sound of pencils on paper? I can't wait to start animation. Maybe I could try out like some SFM and gacha animation. Are you talking about like live 2D for gacha? SFM though, yes, that is that's really cool. I like SFM. I haven't actually animated anything with it yet though. But you know, lots and lots of TF2 animations are there. Hello, that one goober. Welcome. I am just in full work mode. But doing pretty good. How about you? Depending on how much time I have after this, I might decompress and actually, like, relax with some anime or manga. I don't relax very often because I'm like, ooh, let's work on this. It makes me happy. It's kind of calming, kind of like this. Blah blah blah. That was a reference to Cosmo from Fairly Odd Parents. Oops. Depends on the pencil hardness and paper type. Can't stand some, but others are fine. Also, like moving the pencil on the paper feels nice to me. I don't know. When I first started out digital drawing, the reason why I was like full on traditional was because of that texture that I really liked, which a lot of people now, like, they replace their iPad, or they put like a paper like, actually that's a brand, a paper like texture screen protector thing to emulate paper. Sometimes though I like the smoothness of the iPad because the more drawing you do and the more friction there is, it actually like wears down little by little your muscles. It makes it tired, I guess. Speaking of which, I should do some wrist exercises. Do that real quick. If you want to do it with me, it kind of looks like... Oh, right, we're on a strange layer. Actually, maybe. If this was your hand, it kind of looks like a foot, but one exercise is to kind of pull it, the fingers not too hard, with it up, and then ouch, do the same thing, but like down, if that makes sense. This one is a very good, like I can feel the stretch in this one. The other one, not so much. So, you know, flip your hand around. Don't pull too hard. Where your palm is facing you. And then pull for a little bit. Flip it so that the palm is facing away from you, and that's the one, that's the stretch I feel the most. Oh man, my wrist popped. That goes for both my hands actually, because my left hand is on the keyboard and it just it stays there, so it gets stiff. My right hand is constantly drawing. Can you imagine how many strokes with your hand you do with drawing? Oh gosh, that sounds odd. When you like thousands and thousands of strokes if you're working a lot on the drawing. So yes, your wrists do need a little bit of warming up, cooling down. Yes, you are using your muscles. And doing a little bit of stretching too. Okay, I am back. You were working on the tail coloring, yeah. However, I did it on the wrong layer. Okay. My coloring technique is not exactly how it should be done. It's usually in the rough draft phase is where you do the coloring. Or the thing I said earlier. With the red and the red for highlights and blue for shadows. Yes. Animating is indeed, well, it depends. If you're on a timeline, like I kind of put myself on a timeline, but at this point I'm just like, look, I'm working as much as I can, so I'm also streaming. So there is kind of a timeline or time limit as well. You know, putting things into 1 or 2 hours. We are running over, but that's fine because I am in the zone. but animating can be therapeutical if you like drawing or writing with your hand. Now, I know that 3D animation is a little different. 3D illustration is also a little different, and so is sculpting. A lot goes into 3D. Are you gonna make the funny faces like, what was that one? So the SO are the, I don't know if they moved on from SFM, but what was it? Moinen? There's that one, there's Anonymous, there's ST Black TS, or ST Black ST. I'm missing one that I usually watch as well. There you go. And almost forgot about the blue here. Let's see. TF2, those kind of characters, yeah, nothing like that. Different characters. Oh, here I am talking about TF2, and then if I had read a little bit longer. Well, that's cool though. Are you doing original characters? Okay, that lines up. The hair does not, because there's no line there. No. There you go. Yeah, let's put a little bit of a background here as well, just to kind of well, no, when you're coloring something, you really shouldn't put too much all at once, as in like working on the character and the background at the same time. But looking at the white kind of just, I don't know, I want to put some screen tone there or something, you know. One of the great things about, like, personally doing streaming with this is that I end up not focusing too much on too much detail, because that bogs me down real hard when I'm on my own. On top of that, it also keeps me alert, streaming, so yeah, there's benefits. Reason why I'm doing this. Okay. Now, time for the X. That should be easy enough. Oops. Mule. Super speed. I don't know if this is showing on stream, but like I don't know if it's at 60 frames a second, but oh my gosh, that speed. I should also save this or else I'm gonna lose like an hour or two's worth of work. It's looking pretty good so far. Don't mind the bottom and the tops because again, those will be cut off anyways. Okay, so I'm just gonna do base coloring. I'm not gonna do shading in this live stream. So yeah, I think we are done for today. We got a lot done. We did the lining earlier. Or let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4. Yeah, we did lining for 4 frames. And then we also did coloring, base coloring. See how base coloring can take a long time, at least for me. I don't know if my technique's just bad or what, but it's working out well. That speed is trying to get that one last tree before that boss pal. Oh yeah, remember when there was this one Pal World video I put up, and Lycan was fighting the Mammoth, that giant like mammoth with grass on top, and now here I am, like I don't have tools. I want to create something real quick. I should chop down a tree because I'm way too low leveled, and then just he comes near me and the Memorist is just shooting something at him. I'm like, no, stop, please. Absolutely on point there, Iban. Yeah, we have base colored the first cut, the first scene. This one. By the way, in the anime industry, having a timing sheet is important. It gets you, it makes it so that you are properly timing your frames. So here for frame 4, there's a hold for about 1, 2, 3, 4. 4 frames and then it moves on. Having that timing sheet makes it so that you're not guessing as you're drawing a rough draft. But I didn't do that in the beginning because I just wanted to get right into it. Now, if it was an official job for a studio, then obviously I would follow everything to the T. I do follow rules, like, a lot. I'm a rule follower. Very lawful. But in this case, I was like, I want to get right into it. So. Hey, the world is your oyster when it comes to creation. You can create anything, and that's what I'm doing here, creating something out of nothing. I have a few characters. It's me and Lycan. I don't know if we count as characters or am I like people, or these are. Oh my gosh, this is my persona. Oh, Data's my persona. But with drawing, with 3D art, with animation, you can make anything. And that's what drew me to it. There's, in VR chat, there are a lot of people who play on desktop, so they don't really move their arms and hands and stuff around, or maybe they are wearing an avatar that I can't really show on screen. So the original idea was for me to animate those. Simply, not something complex like this where each and every frame has something, but more like a still picture, maybe bouncing around like 1 2 1 2. Like that one animation I did about the soup store. That was an idea. But now I kind of want to create like new original ideas. The issue is we're not voice actors. I don't know. This one had such animation potential, the idea, that I was like, alright, I'm gonna do it. And I surprised Lycan with it as well. You're getting milk and it spilled. You have to get the new one. Oh no. Also, yesterday, guess who spilled his Huel on carpet? The carpet is stained now. Because it was chocolate. There's just this dark mass. I tried to clean up as best as I can. I need to get deep carpet cleaner to get the stain off, but oh my gosh. Anyways, back to the animation. I am done for today. Thank you very much for hanging out, talking to me, keeping me company as I continue on the project at a pretty decent speed. Better than what I could do by myself. I have this problem of working on something and then staring into the screen, like, and then an hour passes by. I'm like, what am I doing? Like, I'm literally staring at the screen doing nothing. So much appreciated as usual, guys. Hopefully, I will see you tomorrow. Thinking about making maybe a short, maybe a video in the morning. But Friday nights are usually times when I hang out or when Lycan wants to play something, so that might be private, that might be streamed. Who knows? He's totally up for streaming usually, but you know, it just depends on how we feel. So if we do stream, it'll be gaming. If we don't stream, then the next day will be a gaming stream in my whether it's with just me, with other people. But I do want to try out those new games as soon as possible. So, anyways, have a great night, guys. We have managed to do 3 hours exactly. So enjoy your night, enjoy your day wherever you are. Remember to take care of yourself, drink water, eat food. do one good deed a day. I don't know. Have a great night, day, thing. Bye-bye. Excuse me.